Hello there, and welcome to our review of Miss Marvel episode 5. Name of this episode? Do I remember? Maybe. Am I looking it up right now? No, because I remember it. The name is... I don't remember.
That's the name of the episode? I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't have the name on the thing. I'll have to pull up Disney Plus.
Wasn't it, fuck. It was like something like past.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something.
It's episode 5.
Yeah. Joining me as always, the Sith Holocron Naomi. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Yes, and it is I, the Jedi Holocron Tyler, and the name of the episode is Time and Again.
As a kid, I never knew that episodes had names.
I know, wild, right?
Like, you know?
Yeah, I was a dumb kid because, you know, the SpongeBob episode or the secret Krabby Patty recipe formula, I always saw it ended early, even though that was the joke at the end, like, we're not going to give you the recipe. So for like 5 years of my life as a kid, I'm like, I still haven't seen this whole episode. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what's happening? Why does every time this episode comes on, the TV fucks up? Like, somebody needs to tell Nickelodeon their tape's fucked.
Someone needs to go tell Dan Schneider. Kids are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Big old dumb kids I was. But yes, Miss Marvel, episode 5. What did you think, Naomi?
It was okay.
It was okay?
I liked the first half of it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed this episode actually a lot more than I thought I was going to. When it started, I was very much like, this flashback, cool, I like it, but it's going to cause the problem that we have with every Disney Plus show, is why are these only 6 episodes, and are they going to be able to wrap it up in the time that it... In the last episode, do we have time to wrap it up satisfyingly? And they honestly wrapped up more in this episode than I thought they were going to. The villains are dead. We got... The mom knows the powers. We got closure with Aisha. Like, we got... Now, like, it's like episode 5 is just closure with everyone back at home and suit time. Like...
You need episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. Like, the final episode is just going to be that. So, and they honestly did something I kind of love. They did the Hodor thing. That's my favorite episode of Game of Thrones for many reasons, because it's emotionally obliterating. But I like that kind of like the weird, like, doing something in the present affected the past. Like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it because it's so confusing.
It makes
sometimes.
a loop.
Yeah, like the loop thing.
But that just always breaks my brain. Because I guess, you know, time is always happening at every moment. So, like, I guess there wouldn't be a state. But then I just think, like, what happened the first time it went through before they got to the future where then it was able to time travel back? How did they get through there? It breaks my brain.
Yeah.
That's why I normally am not a fan of those sorts of things, because it just, I get stuck on like, well, what the fuck happened the first time through?
Yeah.
Or you know, I guess I have to wrap my head around the concept that time doesn't have a first time.
No, that was the first time.
But that doesn't make any sense. Then what happened the time before that? What happened in Miss Marvel's timeline, like her timeline? So did the... It breaks me. I can't understand it. That's
the thing. You don't need to understand it. It makes sense.
But that's why it bugs me. Because I can't wrap my head around it.
You don't need to, like... that's what I like about it. Like, it's like that weird thing with... It's between... Like, difference between that and time travel is time travel, like... You actually think about more and, like, has more... But this is just, like... You don't gotta worry.
Don't get me wrong. I like this more than, like, normal time travel.
Yeah.
But I just don't like messing with the timeline.
It doesn't mess with
sort
the
of
timeline.
thing.
Yeah, which this isn't. Yeah.
No, but... My point is, theoretically, there would have had to have been a time, like, the first time this ever happened, before, like, the future exists. So what happened the very first time to get her back to her dad, to create the grandmother?
Come on.
No, it breaks me.
I mean, like...
I mean, it's just like... I think it's
she found her dad. Like, you don't need to overthink it. Like, let's.
Well, then that really undersells the importance of Kamala in the situation. Then, I think it's just, I have weird brain functions. I probably have some level of autism, and my brain functions weirdly. So when things like that happen and I can't wrap my head around it, I just get like stuck on it for like hours, and I just like can't figure out a way to make it make sense in my own brain head.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just personally like it. I
like it as a plot point.
I don't have to like, yeah.
I like it as a plot point. It's just the way my brain operates.
Yeah.
It immediately tries to make sense and then just destroys itself.
Yeah. This episode was also like very heartfelt too in that way, where like all like the little lines, like we got like seek what you're seeking, and like from the bangle and like what it meant. Like it was because, like I said, when I started, I'm like, I love Aisa. Damn you fine. I want to see you on my screen forever, girl. Like this was a cool like backstory. I'm like, but why are we getting the whole ass backstory? Then I'm like, oh, okay, it's leading into Partition. I'm like, so did Kamala just like? So she has like time travel powers.
I think it's more
or is it just like...
I think it's Bangle specific. Like the Bangle...
Oh, yeah, because like she did the thing to the Bangle, which made... It's so weird.
Like, I don't think she can just time travel at will.
No, she does something with the Bangle, and it causes that to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, Aisha, like, summoned her, seemingly. Yeah. So, like, I think it's like a mixture of things. I.e., it probably will only happen, like, that one time.
Yeah. I can see Kamala doing this at some point to, like, somebody. Like now that she...
Summoning someone.
Yeah, like, she could do that. Like...
That'd be such a funny... What if they did that and that's how they reveal who gets the bangle after her? Like, someone appears and it's the first time we've ever seen them, and they have the bangle.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Once they got back to modern time, I thought that was, like, really fast.
What do you mean?
Like, with, like, the veil breaking, and then just, like, the villains died. And, like, that all felt, like, so fast.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that, because I don't think the villains were very compelling to begin with.
No, yeah, I think this just cements them as very uncompelling.
I think it does introduce the interesting Kamran factor of, like, is he actually going to be good? Or, like, now that he has powers, like, what's the deal with that?
I'm just, like, that plotline wrapped up in a way where it's just like, oh, so I just don't get these villains and don't really like them.
Oh, yeah. And it was also interesting that, like, we really don't get the whole, like, oh, shit's about to collapse in on itself, like, a big, like, which is fine, but I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, it was...
Which I don't know if I wanted that, though, but, like...
Yeah, I don't think the show needed it, but
no, definitely
it's weird that it, like, started and then just ended instantly.
Yeah. I did really like the, like, when they're like, oh, we can go through and the lady just fucking dies.
just turn to bone.
Yeah. Then we have to assume the other lady is, like, she did what Aisha did and summoned her powers to Kamran, and maybe she took over Kamran.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought at first she possessed him.
I think maybe.
He still unless she knows exactly how he, like, act.
Yeah. Interesting.
She'd have to like, she'd even know, like, the Brian thing.
No, because it would be pointless to do that, because in that case, she could have just closed it with Kamala. Like, they could have just closed it together without either of them dying.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't make any plot sense. Unless this is for her way to, like, try to kill Kamala. But, like, what's the motivation at that point then? Like, it's just weird.
I mean, to be fair, I've never really gotten her motivation.
Yeah, like, her motivations have also never really made sense. Like, you want to go back to your thing, but, like, I don't know if you can, girl. I think Bruno tried to figure this shit out, like...
Well, and it's also, like we've said in the previous couple of reviews, like, the speed in which it was like, yeah, you're gonna help us, right? Oh, she delayed, like, a couple of days? Fucking kill her.
Yeah. It is all weird. The reason it doesn't bother me, though, for the most part with the show, is because what I like about this show is not that stuff. It is the character stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I love actually, just let's speak that moment. I love when Kamala's like, we can do this together. Like, there's like her little like interaction about like that was very sweet and heartfelt. I'm like, that's good shit.
Yeah, no, like I really like the show. It's just that little thing.
Yeah. It's very it's honestly somehow worse than the Flag Smashers. from
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah.
Just because it's more noticeable, like,
Yeah.
what in the world? What? Yeah. Like, I still really enjoy it. I almost would have, to a degree, I almost would have rathered not even having the villains there.
Yeah.
Just, hey, Grandma summons her because the power's activated.
Yeah.
I guess then you wouldn't have any, like, tension, but I don't think these guys gave much tension anyway.
No, not really.
You know, with 6 episodes, it's a little hard to introduce new villains.
Yeah. The 6-episode thing is kind of a problem. I think they should go to 8.
Disney, bump it up to 8.
Yeah.
You need that little bit of breathing room to make things make more sense.
Give breathing room for like that turn and like
Yeah. Have like an episode between so it makes a little bit more sense. Like,
yeah.
you need to slow things down a bit. To be fair, I'm the sort of person that likes somewhat slower pacing anyway. And really doesn't fuck with like super fast pacing. So I know I could be in the minority a little bit where I would like every show to be like way too long.
Right, yeah. Same.
But this is in the category of way too short.
Yeah.
2 more episodes, perfect for everyone.
Yeah, hell yeah.
8 episodes, perfect for everyone. Obviously, my preference for every show that I like is more episodes, but...
As many episodes as possible, yeah. I'm the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where do you think they're gonna, like, the last episode, where do you think we're going? Like,
I assume it's gonna be about Kamran.
Yeah, he's like the final, like, dealing with whatever that is the final, like, problem. We get the suit up, we get the reveal. Hopefully we get some closure with like the Bruno stuff and the Nakia stuff, and
I bet Bruno and Kamran are captured, and then Kamala makes the costume to go and rescue them.
yeah, I could see that.
That's what I think is going to happen.
No, but like Bruno has to make the costume.
Oh, Bruno doesn't. Maybe just Kamran gets taken then.
Yeah,
they spare Bruno.
Yeah. Do we think there's going to be like very end, like, oh, Captain Marvel's here to, like, or that's post credit probably.
Yeah, Captain Marvel
set up like how she gets dragged into that.
Captain Marvel is absolutely post credit scene, no doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think any like known big hero or anything is going to be involved.
Yeah.
Just going to be fighting the Mysterio drones.
Watch them do the fucking... Because they've been fucking, like, teasing Ant-Man a lot. And, like, showing, like, a lot of Ant-Man stuff. Like, what if the post-credit scene just, like, fuck Captain Marvel? It's just Ant-Man doing a podcast.
I mean, maybe they do, too.
No, not for the TV shows. They're not that wild.
I think they definitely could be, though.
It's like, will we get, like, oh, this makes sense, like, tie her into Captain Marvel? Or will we get Hawkeye, where it's just a fucking, like, a bit. Like, here's the whole Captain America play scene.
Where it's just, here's the entirety of the podcast that Ant-Man was on.
Just like a 30-minute podcast.
Disney should genuinely record that and put it on YouTube.
Because
that'd be a banger.
Do you know who should have the podcast? Fucking Louise.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just Ant-Man comes on it every now and then.
Yeah, 100%. Disney, that's easy money right there.
Like, if we watch Ant-Man Quantumania and Luis isn't in it and he doesn't recap anything, not even worth going to see.
Not even worth it. Yeah, absolutely. Disney needs to get on, like, Disney needs to do what The Boys does.
Yeah.
And do stuff online like that. Upload podcasts to YouTube in character and never break character.
They are doing some weird stuff like that, like with like their Disney World stuff, and like because like remember how we went on Rise of Resistance and it was like the Star Wars characters, they did that with like the Marvel area too. You weren't there that day, but like they were like the actors were also like on the rides and like doing. And there was this new restaurant or something called some Marvel thing where like there's like I don't know what it is exactly, but it's like a clip of Paul Rudd, who plays Ant-Man, and Evangeline Lilly, who plays the Wasp, talking, and I don't know what it's like for some restaurant, and he's like, this is why I hear you guys, but I couldn't just go in Thanos' ass, and he makes a reference to that, like without being like saying the word ass and like actually saying it, but like
that's pretty great.
And I'm like, where's this restaurant I want to go? Like, what is this thing I keep saying? Because like Captain Marvel's a part of it too. Like, I don't know what this like thing is. I haven't looked too much into it, but
yeah, I'm just saying that they need to do more stuff like The Boys does with YouTube and Twitter and stuff, just like in lore, in character, role playing,
for sure.
And that podcast, I'm telling you, banger. Do just one of those episodes after like every movie that happens. Right. Immediate banger right there.
Just like, and then every episode is like a guest from the movie is on the podcast explaining what happened. It's just so the world just knows like everything that's happening in the
because that's what would happen.
Yeah.
To an extent, like there would be like a public version of each story. Mm-hmm. At this point, now that superheroes are mainstream and they have a convention.
Yeah.
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 Overall, I enjoyed this episode a lot more than I thought I was going to when it started. Good episode. I'm excited for the finale. Like I said, don't know where it's going to go. But
what is it also with the Marvel shows and not having the costume until the last episode?
Big reveal,
Didn't Hawkeye
even though it's
that?
like literally on the poster and like we've seen the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
that's happened more than once now.
Yeah, the last two episodes have just been like, ooh, her necklace broken. It's like a Captain Marvel symbol. I'm like, here, take this red heart thing. Here, take this piece of fabric. Like, oh, she making her costume.
I mean, it makes sense for her.
Yeah.
I just mean in general, it seems like a weird trope to keep doing.
Yeah.
It makes sense in her case because this is literally her first outing as a superhero.
Yeah, the weirdest one was Hawkeye because it really like wasn't much different.
Yeah.
And like also Kate's was the same for the most part. And then like
they just matched.
It makes sense for Captain America and like not Bucky for Sam and like that show. But like and this show, but like
it's just weird because it keeps happening.
Like end of No Way Home, we got the big costume reveal.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell us what you guys thought of this episode. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Are you excited for the Nat finale? I know we are. I'm very fascinated. I just want to get back to Bruno and Nakia and like that shit. Like, let's go. What's gonna happen? And until next time, have a marvelous day.